So this goes hand in hand with the discernment thing. Okay. Now I'm shedding light. Okay. And I'm still a bit chilly from being outside. So here's the thing. I watched this movie the other night. One dimensional, one dimension, or yeah, something like that. Okay, love story, but not, and about physics, but not really. No. Why is this important? Well, it's because for me, okay, one dimension, three dimension, all this stuff, it's all hogwash, man. Okay, first and foremost, okay, you can't even prove that like a one dimensional object exists. Okay, right? Second, okay, the most simple three dimensional object, okay, has four sides. Okay, and you need at least one point of reference, okay, one eye to like perceive it, okay, right? Now with two eyes you can perceive some of the depth, am I correct? Right, so this is why like if somebody loses an eye, it makes a difference. So my point being is like for me, okay, one dimension, four dimension, dude, man, it's just intellectual masturbation, man. Like, you want to look smart, you want to convince people that you know something that they don't. Just not. It doesn't, like, it hasn't progressed anything to my knowledge, okay, in science. And this is why I'm calling it out, is discernment. I look at this sort of stuff and, like, even too is like, okay, so you send satellites up into space, okay, right? But they don't even give the satellites in a lot of cases two eyes to look, okay? And then on top of that, okay, you have refraction, okay? What is refraction? Okay, refraction is like, there's like things bounce, okay? Energy bounces off of objects, right? So let's say, for example, you know, I sing a tune inside my home, okay? It bounces off the walls back at me, but some of it goes outside. People will hear it, okay? It bounces, right? So when we go and send these satellites out into space, okay, how do you know, like, what's uh, what's just the information that you're being presented or perceiving, and what is refracted? These things are important. See, for me, not only would I actually uh, like to see if they're going to actually do real, I mean, real space exploration, not this, you know, weirdo stuff that they've been doing so far. Okay? You send out the satellites in groups of two. Why? So you have a second eye. You send them both off, a similar trajectory, okay, towards the same space, okay, so that you have two eyes looking, not just one. And so you can actually understand more of what you're seeing. Because as it is, um, I think that you're wasting everybody's time, you know? Because refraction, like, am I seeing just the star or the planet or whatever? Or am I seeing energy that's being refracted, okay, from another planet, another star, another moon, something? As it is, you got one eyeball, okay, and you're looking around, okay, and it's, to me, it doesn't make any sense, man. No sense. And I want the world to make sense, right? I want the world to make sense for, like, you know, in science. I want the world to make sense more so in people's regular lives, okay? But as it is, I think a lot of this sort of stuff is just a con job, okay? Because they're not being realistic about their goals, and they're not being realistic about, what they can perceive or whatever else, and I'm just wasting a whole bunch of money, you know? Like, I'm all for, like, science and stuff like that too, but make it make sense, you know? Make it something that's provides knowledge which is a little bit more robust and a little more specific, so that we can actually, like, learn and grow together. Anyways, have a good day.